Hello everyone, this is Nintenguy. Oh, God. And it's time for another video game review, and today I'm going to be reviewing a game that I am not really looking forward to. This game is so horrible that many people consider it to be the worst game on the Xbox 360. This game is none other than Bomberman Act Zero. Alright, enough already. I just want this review done and out of the way, please. Thank you. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, Bomberman is a family-friendly video game franchise where you're trapped in a maze and you have to blow up all these different types of balloons and stuff with bombs to beat the level. It was a fun game, and because of its popularity, a lot of sequels and spin-offs started appearing, which of course, a lot of those sequels having multiplayer. Hudson Soft and Konami decided it would be a great idea to make a brand new Bomberman game that would make itself appealing to the hardcore audience by making it really dark and edgy and very gritty. And that's exactly what Sega did with Shadow the Hedgehog, and it was a great idea, wasn't it? Anyway, let's get on to the review. Let's first start off with the storyline itself. The storyline is absolutely stupid. The game is supposed to take place somewhere in the future where there's a world war, and you're trapped in a research center with all these different types of robotic people, and the only way to escape is by eliminating them all. And you're probably thinking, gee, Nintenguy, what does this have to do with Bomberman? Well, the answer's quite simple. Absolutely nothing. Okay, now that I'm done talking about the storyline, let's talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is pretty much like the other Bomberman games, except instead of trying to blow up other cartoonish enemies with bombs, you have to fight one or two different types of Bombermen or Bomberwomen. Yeah, when you first start playing the game, you get to choose your color and which gender you want to be. Because there's so many options for characters, shouldn't they call this game Bomber People Act Zero? Whatever. Besides blowing people up, there are power-ups you can obtain when you blow up certain blocks. But the power-ups in this game look nothing like the power-ups in previous Bomberman games. Sure, they still do the same thing, but instead of getting a happy fireball faces for bigger explosions, you get a boring picture of a fireball. And instead of getting rollerblades for moving faster, you get a symbol of arrows that are pointing up. Watching characters in Bomberman games getting blown up was usually kind of humorous at times. But in this game, when someone gets blown up, it's kind of depressing. There are two modes that you can play in this game. First off is standard mode, where the camera is from a bird's eye view. The second mode is first person mode, which isn't really first person by the way, allows you to control the camera angle around you. Now let me talk about my biggest complaint about the game. There are 99 levels throughout the entire game, and if you get hit just once, you will die and you will have to start the whole game all over again. There are no lives, no continues, no save feature, you don't even get a password system to continue your progress. Okay, you do have a health bar in third person mode, but that's pretty much it. If this was like an arcade game where there was no ending and getting a high score was the main objective, that would be okay, but if the game takes you about 5 or 10 hours to beat, giving you an ending, then why is this game so cruel? For additional features, there's online leaderboards, achievements, and online multiplayer. But don't even try the online multiplayer. I tried connecting to a server with people, but it just so happens that I could not find a single person playing this game online, which really shows just how poor the game really is. Oh, and get ready for this. This game has no local multiplayer. Most Bomberman games usually have local multiplayer, but the only way you can play this game with a friend is through Xbox Live. In conclusion, this game is a tragic mess that just explodes into a big, bright, fiery ball of fail. In other words, this game bombed. Because of the lack of save features and continues, and also for the fact that the game is ridiculously long, the gameplay becomes quite stale and repetitive very quickly. This would have been an okay game if Hudson Soft just corrected the mistakes that I've already pointed out. Now, I can understand why the game is so gritty. It's because the developers wanted to make a brand new game that was appealing to a mature audience. Which is okay, but what you should never do is take a family-friendly franchise and mix it in and make it hardcore. Otherwise, you just end up having a train wreck like Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06. Anyway, that is the end of my review of Bomberman Act Zero. This is Nintenguy saying take care, and here's the rating.